Hi, I'm Lori and I'm one of TerraCycle's design junkies. Today we are going to make some wrapper beads that you can use to make all different kinds of jewelry. I've got examples here of some of the jewelry that I've made from those, and we're going to work on making these little beads that you can do a bracelet. You can do a couple different styles of bracelets, you can do earrings, or a variety of different things, or use your imagination to make whatever you would like to make out of those. So to start with, we need a number of things. You'll need a pair of scissors, we need clear tape, you'll need a toothpick, a pen or marker for marking on your wrapper, and you will need your wrapper. Today I'm going to be using Lunchables wrapper. So you peel off the top part of your Lunchables container and use the wrapper from there. It's best if your wrapper is at least 6 or 7 inches long so that it's long enough to put the entire bead template on there. You will also need a bead template, which you can download and find on the TerraCycle website. You can go to TerraCycle.net and there's examples of all of our DIY projects there that you can look at and choose what you'd like to work on. Okay, we're going to start with taking our wrapper. I usually work from the back so that you can mark on the wrapper, and then when you make your bead the markings won't show. So I usually start with the back of the wrapper, and you lay your wrapper out and take your bead template and trace it on your wrapper. I've turned it on a diagonal so that I can get as much of the wrapper as I can and use the colors that I like best. Then you cut them out. Before you begin to wind your first bead, it's a good idea to have a few pieces of tape handy and cut already, because it's difficult while you're holding the wound bead to cut your pieces of tape. So I usually cut a few and have them ready ahead of time. To start your bead, you start with the widest part at the top of your template. Start with the widest part and you start to wind it around the outside of a toothpick. And try to wind it tightly. You take your small pieces of cut tape, seal it tightly, and then you can slide it off the end of your toothpick, and you have your first bead. In order to make the bracelet that I have here, you would need approximately 7 or 8 beads, depending on the size that you'd like the bracelet to be. You would also need some stretch cording, some elastic cord that you would use. I'd say probably about 10 inches would be long enough for most people to allow enough room to tie off and then cut off the excess. And you can also add your own little beads to go with it. And this is an example of another style of bracelet that you can make. So no need to spend money on expensive jewelry. You can create your own products and things from your own waste around your house. For more examples of other DIY projects that you can do, please go to TerraCycle's website to www.terracycle.net.